Good afternoon, UPBOptionMillionaires.com. 3.5 hours before the market's going to close for trade. This is the S&P 500 futures. You can see that big dip I've been talking about for quite a long time has been a significant V-bottom here, and we're starting to pull back. So the question is, where does this pullback end? And I talked about it this morning in my market video. Look at this, right here. Right at this 2,000 level at S&P 500 futures. That's where we could look for short-term support. But again, in this marketplace, what has happened? What has happened? Every single stinking dip has been a great buy, okay, until we hit our all-time record highs. Every single dip has been a buying opportunity. I've been saying it since 2009. Pull back from a long-term chart perspective. S&P 500. What is this right here? The trend line starts at the Abenomics low. And what is the Abenomics? Abenomics is not, some sort of fancy way of, relating profits in a retail industry. No! It's printing money. It is artificially manipulating asset prices higher. Okay? So, what happens when you get an artificialated, that's, someone looked that up for me. Artificialated. Is that, an artificialated, when we get an artificially manipulated marketplace to the upside, and what happens when that artificial manipulation, it's somebody says, hey Bob, listen, this artificial manipulation by the Japanese who've been stuck in stagflation for the last 20 years, it's not working. You know what happens when that rumor starts to spread? They're like, oh my goodness, So we'll see what happens here. We stay above this trend line. You look from a short-term perspective, 202, 250. And if you look, right now I'm looking at the market here, it just, there's no signs of any kind of significant weakness. To me, you look at the marketplace, we're down 3.75%. It's like, this little, it's like, hey, yeah, we've dropped before. Hey, Goofy, what do you think? It's like, hey, well, I was paying attention to the market, but Mickey was dropping all these decoration balls at my feet, and I just ran away. So if you can look, this trend line looks really secure here. As long as we don't break below it, it's going to be a really nice Christmas for all the bulls. Yeah, BB. Again, in the Option Millionaires private Twitter account, I brought up Twitter, and I brought up Facebook, and then I finally brought up Apple. I bought puts in Apple today. Apple had the biggest move down that I've seen in quite a long time. Apple. Okay, I'm a bull on Apple, but when you see a candle like this, look at that candle. It's like, hi, yeah, I'm going to sell everything hand over fist, but it means nothing. To me, that looks like the start. That's like the flash crash back in 2011. It's like, hi, I'm going to sell. Somebody's like, oh, don't do that. That's going to crash the market. Let's get us back up here. And then we're going to ultimately fall back down to this level at one. I look for 110 as support. But in the Option Millionaires private Twitter account, we were all over this. 118 puts at 84 cents. Hooray! All right. UPB, I like to scream at myself, only when it hurts. All right. Everyone have a great trading session. I'll see you in the chat room at OptionMillionaires.com.